All right, so today I am going to do another nickel hunt, and as you can see here, I don't have a box. I actually went to the bank to pick up a box, and I told them what my intention was, and they actually went through the actual box and pulled out the uncirculated nickel rolls and replaced them with either customer wrapped rolls or rolls that definitely weren't the circulated ones. So they did me a really big solid. They decided to help out by going through and seeing, which ones were not the circulated kind and helped me out a little bit. So kudos to them. I really did appreciate it. I ended up baking them some cookies, bringing them some cookies by for their hard work because it was definitely not requested. They took it upon themselves to do it and definitely was much appreciated. So I do have a couple customer wrapped rolls, which is cool. A couple bank wrapped rolls, it looks like here. These ones are a little bit different, so I'm excited about those. And I have a couple bundles of 10s, a couple bundles, these are 5s here, 5s, 10s, and then a lost rubber band for these 10 here. So I'm going to break these down, break these open, and we are going to get into a nickel hunt today. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go through each roll, and whenever I do find something, I will definitely bring you guys in, guys and ladies, and let you know what I do find. So without further ado, I'm going to move these rolls out the way, and we are going to get started. So let's get hunting with our nickel box today. All right, coin roll number 2. Let's continue the hunt. All right, coin roll number 2 got us a 1959, pretty well beat up, but that one puts us in our first pre-60s. And right behind it, a 1954. This one minted out of Denver, so we'll add that one to the board. Coin roll number 2 got a 1959 and a 1954. All right, coin roll number 3. Let's see if we can find any more that are pre-1960s. I ended up getting a nickel book, so I am looking to fill out the nickel book with some of the older years, and I'm going to hold on to the 1950s for now. So I am excited, and we're going to continue here with coin roll number 3. 1958 right here. This one minted out of Denver as well. We'll add that one to the list. And right behind it, another 1958, also minted out of Denver. If you guys watch my prior nickel hunt video, I did come across quite a bit of 1964s. I think that was the 4th one in this roll alone. And the reason being is 1964 was just such a highly minted year. And the last box that I did, it was disproportionately weighted due to that high mintage year. I think 2.7 billion total for that given year for both the Philadelphia and the Denver Mint. So I now know not to collect those or hold on to them. Although, that number, again, is astronomical. It'd be funny if I got the same amount or close to it in this box. With that being said, I am expected to get quite a bit of them, and they are going right back into circulation. Okay, and coin roll number 6 got a 1947, very big wear and tear, but for the most part, not too bad of a coin. This one is minted out of Philadelphia. Definitely has the browning on it and everything. All right, coin roll number 8 got us a 1954. We'll add this one to the board. This is a Denver, and I think that is going to be our second Denver. It will, so we'll add that guy to the board there. Let's see if coin roll number 8 has us any other goodies inside of it. Coin roll, same coin roll, just right behind it, 1945. Pretty decent condition. Let's see, and it is a silver coin. Minted out of Philadelphia. My first war nickel that I have found. Personally inside of one of the box. But there we go. Silver 1945 war nickel. We'll go over that here at the very end. That is exciting. Alright, coin roll number 13. Pretty worn down, 1958. This one is minted out of Denver. And I think that's going to be my third Denver. Coin roll number 15. Let's see if this has anything hiding inside of it. First coin in the bunch, 1952. This one is minted out of Philadelphia. Not our oldest coin. Our oldest is still that 1945 war nickel. And let's see what else we got right behind it. A 1959. This one is minted out of Denver. It's going to add a really beat up, really eaten up 1959 Philly. But at least we got one out of Denver in a little bit better condition. Got another war nickel, another silver nickel here. 1943, and holy cow, this one is in really good condition. 1943, minted out of Philadelphia. It's got nice toning on it. Very clear structure and detail on all of the Monticello right there. The rim is very legible. 1943, second silver nickel found. Let's see if we got anything else in there. 1964, go away. Uh-oh. Our third war nickel right here. 1942, silver coin, minted out of Philadelphia. This is coin roll number 16. All right, coin roll number 17. Got us a 1954. This guy is minted out of Denver. I think that's going to add... Oh, I'm throwing other Denver coins around here. Yep. That's our third 1954 Denver. We're going to add that to the bunch. And all three, I think, of my war nickels were Philadelphia, so I just have to move those up. Let's see if we got anything else in coin roll number... Oh, I thought that was another one right there. But that is a 1964. Go away. All right, coin roll number 19 got us a 1949. All right, coin roll number 22. Pretty eaten up, pretty beat up. 1954 out of Denver. Got quite a bit of those. Let's see if anything else is hiding inside of this roll. All right, coin roll number 23. Got us a 1957. This one is minted out of Denver. All right, we are on to coin roll number 26. After we found that last silver, it has kind of slowed down a little bit. Nothing of note in any of these later rolls, but let's see what we have here. All right, coin roll number 26. Got us a 1955. This one minted right out of Denver. All right, coin roll number 28. Yields us a 1958 out of Denver. We'll add that guy to the list. All right, coin roll number 30. Got us a 1952. I think I already had one of those. All right, coin roll number 35. Let's see if we got anything hiding in here. It has been slow since we found that last war nickel. I think I might have found a few more 1950s. But that is really it. The spread in this box is pretty thin, except for, you know what? I ain't even going to complain. I got 3 war nickels out of this box so far. But there can always be more. All right, coin roll number 36 got us a 1955. This one being out of Denver. All right, coin roll number 38 got us a 1939. And actually, that's in pretty decent condition. You got the full rim on that. Profile is pretty decent. Pretty worn on the hairpiece right there. But all in all, that's a pretty decent coin. But if you look at the back, it's not as good. But with that being said, we add a 1939. I do believe that is our oldest. It is. So we now have a 1939 in the pile. All right, here are the final 10 from those bank wrapped, and I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These 6, the ones that are different than the rest of the box, are gonna be the ones that I do in the final portion. Those are gonna be the ones that I hold off till the end. I'm hoping they have something different. All right, coin roll number 44. We are going to dive right into this. Let's see if we find anything inside of here. Definitely has slowed down quite a bit. All right, and at the end of coin roll, we found a 1954. And this one looks to be minted out of Denver. And I should already have, I do. I'm going to add that one to the pile. So another 1954. And now we move on to the different style rolls. Let's see what comes in these. I'm going to start with these guys here. Coin roll number 45. These ones definitely feel a little bit older. You can tell that the paper is not as thick as the other paper that I've been doing. But let's see what hides inside of here. A 1941. This one being minted out of Denver. All right, coin roll number 47 got us a 1951. This one is minted out of Philadelphia. And we're going to add that. That's actually one of the missing years, I do believe. Yep. So that just adds us a little bit more, another year that we did not have. Now, like I said, it's been getting pretty quiet towards the end of the actual box, but, you know, there's always that hope for the last one. And if not, you know what? I got 3 war nickels, and I am happy. But let's see if we got anything left in this final roll. All right, as luck would have it, that is the end of the hunt. Let me get cleaned up, and then I'm going to go over everything that we did find in this box. All in all, I would call this box a success. Definitely found some goodies inside of here. More 1950s, a couple in the 40s, one from the 30s, and then, of course, those 3 war nickels, and I am happy to add those to my collection any time of the day. So give me just a few. I will be right back with you. All right, so we're gonna go over the nickels that we did find. I'm gonna go with the newest to the oldest. These guys right here, 2 1959s. As you can see, the top one right there, pretty well worn, pretty well beaten. But both of these, one of these Philadelphia, this guy, this one being Denver here. So 2 1959s. We did find a couple of 1958s, and I think these are all Denvers as well. Let me just shoot those off. Varying degrees. That one's pretty well worn, but varying degrees of just the quality of them. For the most part, these would all be on the lower end of the quality. And here are the 1957s, right there. And I think these are all Denvers as well. They are. So we see Denver there. Denver. And again, same concept. Pretty well worn. These have definitely been through the ringer for quite a bit. And as we continue to go back through time, here's 1955. We didn't have any 56s, but 2 Denver coins there. And here we go with the 1954s. All of these should be Denver. Let me see if I got any that are decent quality. I want to see if I can see the steps in the Monticello. And each of these are, unfortunately, yeah, these are all pretty well worn as well. But let's continue back down the line here. Here's 219. I think these are the 53s. Nope, these are 52s. Here we go right there. And I believe one is a Philadelphia, the pretty worn Philadelphia there. And the Denver one is in a little bit better of a shape. Actually, that one's actually Philadelphia as well. I was incorrect on, that's the Denver one right there. And then the Philadelphia one here. So both of them, pretty poor condition on those as well. And as we continue back down the line, here we go with a 1951. And that one is a Philadelphia, along with a 1949 right there. And another Philadelphia. And we will go to our 1947, pretty well worn, pretty tarnished. Looks like quite a bit of damage right there on the face right there. But as you can see right there, another Philadelphia, pretty poor condition, but a 1947 nonetheless. And honestly, I like the brown contrast on that. I think that looks pretty neat. And I'm going to skip the war nickels. I'm going to save those for the very last. And we're going to move right down to 1941. Very, very smooth. Very flat, but one out of Denver as well. Pretty much the entire backing of the Monticello is pretty well worn. The 1939, I'm actually very happy about this one, just to have something in the 30s. I would like to find older, obviously, but this one's not in too terrible of a condition, pretty worn as well, but for a 1939, pretty happy with it. And, of course, we're going to save the best for last, and we're going to go over these war nickels. I'm going to go with the oldest one right here, 1945. As you can see, it's pretty flat. Pretty worn on the front. You can actually see from the darker pieces where it's actually been shaved quite a bit. The rim by Liberty is worn pretty flat, especially over here as well with the In God right here. Pretty indistinguishable rim. Basically it kind of like just floods right into the main face of it, especially right up here at the top as well. But this one minted out of Philadelphia, one of the war nickels, and you can see the striations where the damage was done to it. Not as bad on the back, but still pretty flat on the Monticello. Hard to see any of the information there. But 1945 war nickel. We'll move right into our next guy right here, our 1943. And this one in a little bit better condition. The rim around the edge is completely distinguishable. So you can see basically the raised rim there. The features and everything are still in pretty decent condition. You can still see quite a bit of the hair. Overall, pretty decent quality there. And even on the back, I mean, you can see the steps on the Monticello. You can see the raised portions here up at the top of the building. Another one minted out of Philadelphia. And overall, this isn't a bad war nickel. This pretty decent condition here. And as you can see, 1943. Last but not least, very similar to our 1945 is our 1942. You can kind of see where it's very flat. The Liberty worn just completely down. All in all, the 1943 is in the better condition, and I'll just do a side-by-side just so you guys can see the difference in the rim and see what one that doesn't have that shaved down quality looks like. Jefferson's hair on the left, way more features on that. You can see where it's kind of rubbed down on the right-hand side. You can see kind of the deeper detail, but that's just because there's less of the feature there, so it's not as raised. So that's them side by side. We'll flip to the back, and then I'll do a side-by-side comparison on that one as well. But another one minted out of Philadelphia, and as you can see, pretty well worn right there. The features are pretty much gone, and let's just show side-by-side with this one. And you can kind of see what I was talking about. You can see the pillars in the front. The top portion of the building as well is pretty well defined on the left hand. And then the steps. You can still see the lines for the steps on the left-hand side. Pretty well worn on the right one. Now, with that being said, of course, the reality is, in this nickel box hunt here, we got 3 war nickels out of it, and I am definitely happy with that. And, I would have been happy with none and just gotten, some 30s and 40s and called it a day. But the fact that I had 3 war nickels found inside of that box, and then this guy right here in pretty decent condition. I mean, all in all, I'm very happy with that, and I definitely recommend doing nickel hunts, especially if you can find war nickels inside of there, and I am going to be going through more of these just so I can add some more to my collection. Thank everybody for watching this video. If you like this kind of content, feel free to like and subscribe. Very, very happy with this one, and I do look forward to seeing you guys in future videos, and we'll go from there. Until next time, you guys take care and have a good day.